Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TotalBiscuit, and let's have a look at this week's Tavern Brawl. I like to check them out every now and again. Most of the time, the brawls are either clones or ones that I'm just not interested in filming, but I do like any Tavern Brawl that allows for insanity to occur, and this seems like it might fit the bill. Goes by the name of Cloneball, and the principle is very simple. Your team will be legendaries, cloned 4 times each. So you pick a class, and then you get a bunch of legendaries, and, well, one assumes insanity occurs. I'm looking forward to trying that out. So, let's see, what do we want to go with? If it's all going to be legendaries, going to think, what's going to be the most effective? So we're going to think about hero power, you know, healing and armor's always good to have, no doubt about that. We could think about draw. Warlock's always nice, although when you've got big high damage legendaries, maybe tapping too much can be a bit of a problem. But, of course, if your hand is full of nonsense, then tapping is pretty much the only card draw you're going to be getting outside of things like Nat Pagel. So, let's try the Warlock, shall we? Plus, of course, the Warlock has powerful class legendaries that might very well be worth a look. Now, I could certainly see Wilfred Fizzlebang actually working in this situation. And, of course, Jiraxxus being as good as he is. So, let's have a look, see what we get. Hopefully something fun. Nothing worse than a boring Tavern Brawl. Alright, Hunter, of course. Well, since you stuck to legendaries, at least you can't face me, right? What do we got? Cho'Gall, that's basically useless, so I want to get rid of that. I want to pretty much toss all of these, actually. We need some lower mana legendaries. That Cho'Gall ain't gonna help. This is always good. Get a little bit of card draw from that. There's Lord Jiraxxus. Problem with Cho'Gall, of course, is the likelihood of you actually getting a spell in a deck like this is very low. There are, of course, certain legendaries which do generate spells, but it is unlikely that we'll get one of those. So, now, always nice to get Blood Mage. That's a little bit extra draw, a little bit damage on the board. But you also get a card called Offensive Play. This is designed... Well, this is going to be interesting. This is designed to stop the problem of getting a bunch of, like, 9 mana legendaries that you can't play. So, it means you can actually get stuff on the board. They did think this through, thankfully, you know, which is a very good thing indeed. Alright, so it's a 3-5. I got a 4-4. You know, obviously that trades. We could go for that. We could coin tap to get something else. We could coin Blood Mage. You know, I wonder how many of these are actually in the deck. It's like, do I want to play it now? A 3-5 on the board is obviously quite threatening on turn 1, but it's not devastating on turn 1. I'm thinking, like, what could we drop after that? The main problem is we don't really have any other choices up until, you know, at least turn 4. And that gets you Cho'Gall, who's, I mean, a 7/7 for 7, but at this point, he's basically a war golem. And he doesn't really have any other effective attributes. It makes me think we're just going to play Thalnos. So, like, I know Thalnos is going to die, but what we're basically doing here is paying 2 mana for a draw that isn't taking damage and taking 1 damage away from Elise, which is... Or Elise may just ignore me and just go for the face. It's... Who knows? It's like, do I want to offensive play Gormok in this situation? Like, maybe not. It's not like I'm going to be able to ever activate Gormok's ability, but simultaneously... Maybe not the best thing to waste offensive play on. I'm thinking at this point we just tap. So we've got a good bunch of 6s here, so this is going to be helpful next turn. So I kind of like the situation we're in now. The Sylvanas obviously trades very well. Thinking, do I just run Blood Mage in and get an extra card off that? No, I think we have enough choices. So let's leave him out as a threat on the board. There's nothing wrong with that. What I should have actually done is... Well, it actually didn't matter what turn I played that on, because that, I believe, does stick around past your turn. It doesn't say until the end of your turn. So the next legendary minion you play in all other copies, all your other copies cost 3 less. So does that mean all the other copies of that legendary? I mean, I'm going to assume that's how it works. This could be difficult to get rid of. I wonder if the cost... I think the cost of him, though, now he's on the board when he comes back, is not going to be cheap. I think that's probably how that works. Interesting one way or the other. All right, Sylvanas on the board. Cool. I am taking us an unbelievable amount of damage at the moment, so it's going to end up being an offensive play, hopefully followed by a Jiraxxus on turn 6. I mean, I'm pretty much dead at this point. I'm not quite dead. I mean, obviously, I'm going to get board control this turn, so it's not too bad. I can play Gormok for the sake of playing Gormok, get a body on the board. I don't see any harm with that. Get that out of the way. We do the draw. Obviously, he gets a Skeleton Knight back. The thing is, that clone of the Skeleton Knight, when he eventually draws that, would be cheaper, I believe. If my understanding of offensive play is correct. So we'll see. If he keeps throwing that down, that's going to be difficult to get rid of. But I'm pretty sure the one that went back to his hand isn't cheaper. I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? I don't know. Maybe he has another copy of him. Hard to say. I don't know right now. Like, knowing Hearthstone card behavior, generally speaking, it wouldn't affect... Because that effect probably happened once. Hard to know which one that was, if it was a clone of it. Because a card effect will generally, like, affect all the cards that currently exist in the game. But if they're on the board, they generally don't count as a card. That's the usual logic. This is not good. We can at least get rid of the Skeleton Knight. Best I can do, but... Continuing to have to fight that damn thing is going to be a bit of a pain. At least they didn't come back this time. Having multiple Elite Star Seekers is maybe not the best. I really don't want to tap right now. Or maybe I should have, but I could have gone offensive play next turn Jiraxis, but I didn't know if I was going to draw one, so... It's probably best to wait next turn, just put the Illidan or the Mecha Torque down. I say these Chogals are really not that helpful. In fact, they're completely useless, actually. Outside of them just being 7/7s. What you got? Anafarian! Well, I think he got the better selection of cards when it comes to the legendaries. Mine are not maybe brilliant. His, not too shabby. Alright. Another Lord Jiraxis. And, of course, no offensive play, so I'm kind of glad we didn't go down that route. Unfortunately, he now has lethal. So, we are dead. Which is not great. But... one way or the other, we weren't going to be able to draw and play Lord Jiraxis anyway, because we didn't get another offensive play. So the only thing we can do here is tap, which gets us bugger all. I can do that, which gets us bugger all. GG. Not a great start. Not a great selection, really. Most of that was bloody useless. All right, let's give it another bash. I still think Warlock might be a good idea, but considering how hard it can get beaten on early, maybe one of the armor or healing classes might work better. A little bit of an earlier selection of things here. So, Maxna is going to be very useful in this, I would think. Starleg, not so much, because we're very unlikely to also have Fugan. But he is an earlier play. Olmurkai, against this stuff, you know, usually this would be kind of okay to have, because you'd be dealing with someone who has smaller legendary, well, it's just smaller cards in general, but the chances are he's just got a bunch of beef in there, so... yeah. We can go for... we've got coin as well, haven't we? So we can go to 2... yeah, so turn 1, if we get offensive play, we could actually play Starleg. Or, I think waiting for turn 2 and go Hogger is probably the best thing to do here. Simply because those Hogger 2/2s are going to be fantastic at chump blocking the big legendaries coming our way, so that seems like the way to go. Wait to turn 2, go coin, go offensive play, assuming we draw the damn thing, and then play Hogger. And then just sit here waiting for this fellow to eventually mulligan 3 cards, which is usually not that difficult. Cool. Let's rock and roll. Okay, then. That was exciting. Right, so yeah, we're going to go with the... now that we have this anyway, we're going to go with the Hogger opening. Trying to think what legendaries it would be great to have a bunch of that synergize really well with each other. I mean, multiple Hoggers would make things tricky. That's a good card to have. Well, can't really do much about that right now anyway. But that's okay. Coin. One of these. I mean, we could play multiple Maexnas here. Which one do I want to discount? I don't know, having a bunch of little Hoggers on the board would probably be great. So we're going to go with that. Even though I don't currently have a clone of it. But the point is, that's going to stop that from getting through. And he's unlikely to have a card that can deal any kind of direct damage to eliminate that.
Do you have the artifact?
Yeah, it's so weird to see that. It's like, well, my deck's full of legendaries. Now we're going to put this thing in, which changes all my deck to other legendaries, which are less consistent. I'm like, well, I mean, a creature's a creature, ultimately. Well, now I'm regretting not going for the Maexna, considering we have 3 of them. Best course of action here would be to hurt that, maybe. Because at least that means, hey, you've got to stab you've got to throw away one of your creatures if you want to get rid of that Hogger. Is that the best course of action? I mean, it is, because that generates a 2-2 at the end, so that's better value. Because, yeah, I can get rid of his millhouse, but if I do that, then I don't get the 2-2 at the end, and I just leave him with board control, so that doesn't make any sense. So I think that was the right course of action. Problem is I don't have a turn 4 play unless I draw another one of those cards. Turn 5 and 6, we're going to be in business. Again, I still don't think Illidan is not great in this format because you're not going to have a lot of cards to play, so summoning lots of flames. I mean, Illidan's not good at the best of times, but in this situation, he's even bloody worse. Well, at least he has no option this turn, so that's alright. So he gets rid of his millhouse. Stabs that to death. I'm fine with that. You know, that was going to happen one way or the other. I'm relatively happy with that result. And we got no play. That's not good. Not happy with that. Oh, bloody hell. Where are these offensive play cards? I wonder how many of them there are. Is it just 2, or do they give you 4? Because that would be what? They give you 5 choices of legendary and 5 of those cards? That would be logical, right? Because we've had, what? Hogger, Starlake, that's 2. Ragnaros, that's 3. Max, that's 4. What is the 5th one? Good question. We haven't managed to draw it yet by the looks of it. Also, my mathematics are terrible, because it's not 5 of each. It's 4 of each.
Do you have the artifact?
Well, I mean, you can't complain about those 1 mana 3/5s, can you? Well, the Starlings can kill them, and they don't die to them, so that's nice. Oh. Finley Mergleton, you're not what I was looking for. Well, I think this is looking a little grim, isn't it? That's the best we got. I was hoping to build up a couple of hoggers. It turns out that didn't happen. And it wasn't going to happen regardless of what happened. Yeah, I sincerely regret not using that card on the Myexner at this point. At least I'm able to sort of equalize the health, but... Oh, does he not have another legendary? Alright, well... That's a start, I suppose. Alright. Well, I'm thinking we play another Myexner at this point. Seems like the way to go, because that's hopefully gonna trade 2 for 1 easily. And that also means him playing something scary is kind of off the books. Unless he plays something which wipes me out. Oh, it's another millhouse, alright. Problem is, I'm not sure I'm going to survive this. If I get another Myexner out, maybe. And then I just say, alright, well, anything you play is going to get whacked. I've got to slow it down to the point where he can't kill me. So, yep, I think it's going to have to be the Myexner. There's no other option. God, I wish I used the other thing on it. Ah, it was such an error not to do that. Which to bonk is the question. Bonk the thing which does the higher damage. And I'm going to play Finley, because actually, let's see if we can get a healing power out of this. And we do. Alright, cool. Well, that's helpful. Alright, 2 Myexners on the board. Good luck getting rid of that. Well, that's one way to get rid of that, but we should be able to kill it, no problem. So, it's not too big a deal. I mean, that's his board gone. And I don't even lose that Myexner, although it will get stabbed next turn. Although, actually, yeah, considering that kills that... Like, how do we want to do it? We can leave both Myexners up. Because that will not kill that. It's like, bonk bonk, that's 2, and that takes that down to 1, so that's stabbable. Alternatively, we trade that in there, and then we have one sort of higher health Myexner at the end of it. What's the correct course of action here? That's stabbable. I think leaving 2 up is the best course, even if it... Because that's 2 damage on the stab, right? So, at least he has to use that. Yeah, that's the way to go. That is the way to go. Alright, get rid of that, and now we're in business, because the least friendly fireman is here. There we go. Now we're in business. But yeah, looking back on it, I definitely should have gone for the cheaper Myexners. It's like, multiple Myexners is, oh god, that's a potential win for him. If he picks the 10 damage and he gets lucky or manages to clear the board, I'm in serious trouble. Alright, well that needs to be got rid of, obviously. Yeah, he's going to get rid of that, and I'll trade another Myexner. And yeah, getting the clones of Myexner would have been much better. I would have had much better board control, so that was clearly a mistake. I think play another Myexner is the correct course of action, then heal. I'm half tempted to play another Finley as a potential tank for that spell, but the thing is, he's pretty much dead next turn anyway, so we should be okay. You know, he can't, it's impossible for him to kill me from here. In theory. Yeah, that's it. No, no, no. I am afraid not. That is game. Alright, GG. Yep, next time if you have the option to play multiple Myexners for cheap, play multiple Myexners for cheap. I think like that applies to any card. Alright, what we got? Beast, Captain Greenskin? Well, that's gonna not be helpful. So toss all the Captain Greenskins, keep the Beast, I suppose. Alright, always nice to get Fiola Lightbane. Nice and cheap. That's something to go on the board. Not keen on the Beast as a card, really. Obviously, giving your opponent a creature is not ideal. Admittedly, if a lot of this stuff is super, super tough, then maybe it's not too bad if we give him a 3-3, but still, not hugely happy with that. And it is a 9-7. You think, wow, that's really powerful. Like, yes, but it's a little bit squishy for what it is. And giving your opponent a creature is not really something you want to be doing a lot of. Alright, so far we know 3 of the legendaries. We've got a Beast, a Fiola, and Captain Greenskin. Captain Greenskin sucks, at least in this scenario. So that's a problem. Fiola's going to be good for whacking these Finleys about a little bit, so I'm not too unhappy with that. At this point, though, I think it's coin Beast and just go face. Well, that's no good either, because we don't have any 1-mana spells, so that is a little annoying. At least we can get some, we got 2 more Beasts in the hand, so they're going to be cheaper. So I think we just keep dropping big 9-7s and then just murder them with them. I guess Beast is a little bit of a better card if you could play it on turn 3, as opposed to turn 6. And also when Big Game Hunter or any hard removal doesn't exist. So there's that. In before he's got... What's his face? Oh god, what's the name of that card that is if you have a dragon it kills a legendary? That guy. He's got a Starlig, okay, so... Question is, do we just race the face here? He's got 9 damage on the board. I can get 18 damage on the board. I got a Reno, which is totally useless. 4 copies of a Reno. Well, that defeats the point of the exercise. I think we race the face here. Racing the face seems like the absolute best course of action. Because we got 3 of these damn things, so we just beat him around the head with them until he concedes. He's already burned a defensive play to get that out. Let's see if he's got anything better. Oh my god, he got Starlig and Fugan. Are you kidding me? That is a terrible thing to happen. I cannot believe the luck of that. Holy crap. Oh well, we are in serious trouble now. Ah, it is mind-boggling. Mind-boggling that he got that. Well, the only correct course of action again is face. There's really not much else we can do. Do I go offensive play just so I can get Captain Greenskin out? Probably not. We need something better. Oh, Nozoth. None of these guys have Death Rattle. So that's... Oh god, no, they do. Wait a minute, I can resummon the beasts. Ooh, okay, potentially. I don't know. The amount of damage is going to be able to throw at me. I don't even think it's going to matter. Just the sheer speed of this, because now Starlig is up. It's like, I have Thaddeus, and it's like, well, what the hell do I do against Thaddeus? And he's still doing it! That's just going to keep summoning them. I mean, I think we're toast. Even with N'Zoth, who could summon all the beasts back, we can't kill him in time. Unless we have one of the legendary. It's like, God, why would you give me multiple copies of Reno of all things? Of all the things to give somebody. Well, that's lethal, is it? Yeah. I mean, I can get rid of the Starlig, which will summon another Thaddeus, which will kill me. So, GG, we done. I guess we tap and see if we have anything else. We don't. We're done. GG. Wow. Getting Fugan and Starling in the same deck. Incredible. That is horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Alright, let's say I swap out a warrior. Alright, offensive play wouldn't really get us anything, so let's just not, for the time being. Drop the Pagel turn 2. Might as well. Nothing wrong with the potential of extra cards. Sylvanas turn 3. Wouldn't be too bad. Give me some pretty solid board control, hopefully. Alright, well. Finally made up his mind. So, Fiola Lightbane, well. I think the obvious choice is probably that.
I have no time for games.
Cool. Let's see if he has some time for games. Apparently he does, because he's taking a bloody long time to do it. Oh, poor Pagel. You accomplished nothing in your short life. Play 2 more Pagels! How can he face such might? Sylvanas flanked by her trustiest bodyguards. Well, this is about to get very interesting, isn't it? We're going to be getting a lot of Leroys coming in. So what exactly do you plan on doing with that exactly? Killing a pig? Will you stop that? Bloody hell. What did he ever do to you? Alright, Nexus Champion Sarad. Thank you very much. And you can... What was the purpose of that, really? Like... Well, he killed a Pagel, but he lost a Leroy in the process. I'm not a Hearthstone expert. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm terrible at the game, but I don't think that's a good trade, all things considered. There have been better. I have seen better, certainly. Oh, here we go again. Go on, hit something worthwhile with it. Kill the Sarad, at least. There you go. There you go. Lovely. That's what you're looking for. Excellent. I don't play a bloody another one of them, but hey. Alright, I don't think we actually have any high-value legendaries, so I should probably hold on to the Sarad so he doesn't do that to me again. What's the chances of him having another Leroy? Quite high, is the answer to that. What we need to do is bop the Fiola. The problem is we don't really have the means to do so right now without losing the Sylvanas, which I'd prefer not to do if possible. But board control is nice to have, and I think we should probably pursue it, so we'll do that. Toss down the Fugan, there we go. Not that useful, but it's 4/7, hey. It's a body on the board. I kind of hope that we both had Starlings. Unfortunately, it looks like that's not going to happen. Alright, well, we can do Nexus Champion Sarad if we wish. The problem is you can kill it next turn. I'm thinking we just play another Sylvanas on the basis of that, actually. Although, maybe I should hold on to the Sylvanas to see if he drops anything more powerful later. Because I'm looking at what I got right now, and I don't think I have a direct answer to anything super powerful. So, okay, we'll play another Sarad. I mean, we have a couple more. And then let's get a spell, see if we get anything useful. Consecration is alright, I guess. And then just keep hitting face, I think, at this point. Dude, I wonder if that stacks. Like, I wonder if you can play that again and get, like, 0-cost Sylvanas. I don't know. It's not really worth the risk. Well, this could be a problem. I'm hoping he doesn't have any more dragons. Of course he has. He's got other Chillmores, so he would have more dragons. Not brilliant. The Sylvanas could be useful in dealing with these things. I mean, alright, sure. Okay, so I have a Consecrate, so I can take that down to 4, bop that, and get that out of the way. I'll lose the Fugan in the process, but that's kind of fine. That was going to happen anyway. Alternatively, I can put down a Sylvanas. I can put down 2 Sylvanas. I could put down another Champion Sarad and go for 2 spells. The problem is if I don't cast a spell now and get rid of this, this is going to be a bit of a pain to eliminate, and it's going to end up bopping several minions. So I think we have to throw down the Consecrate. Because that then lets me clear the board, although I do lose the Sarad in the process. But I can play another Sylvanas off the back of it. It's either that or I tap again not tap, sorry, I keep forgetting I'm not a warlock. I armor up to get another spell and then do the trade. Not 100% sure. I wish I could do something useful with this whelp, but I can't. Alright, it is what it is. Let's just... yep, let's just get rid of that. I'm a bit worried about my longevity as a result of not really drawing anything powerful for the endgame. And I'm sort of also running out of Sylvanas. And these Captain Greenskins are not exactly going to keep me going, are they? Well, at least we got something on the board. And he obviously doesn't have an 8 mana drop. Destroy a beast! Oh, that is an unfortunate thing, because I don't believe I have any beasts. So that's not going to help him. I mean, it's one of the worst legendaries in the game, so of course it's not going to help him. Alright, well, it does... You know, it can kill things. Play another Sarad. Alright, Sarad, whatever will be, will be. Let's see what it comes up with. Hopefully something good. Yeah. Not incredible. Since we have Fugin, I'm thinking we offensive play so we can play them faster. Yeah, it does stack. Cool. That's good to know. But we'll use them on the Fugins because we have a couple more of those. I think just eliminate that, maybe. Because then I keep the Sarad alive and I can use him again next turn. And it seems like spells might be what breaks this. Because he's going to keep throwing down big Chillmores and they're going to be difficult to get rid of. So having a spell that might be removal would be good. Oh my. What? Why did he play that? That's gonna blow up as soon as I kill the Chillmore. Mimiron's head. Man, wouldn't it be amazing if I could offensive play that multiple times and make a Voltron out of 3 Mimiron's heads? That would be incredible. Unfortunately, that is not going to happen now, I don't think, but what a cool idea that would be. Okay, so he's played a card that is going to explode when I kill the Chillmore, so that's not going to help him that much. I'm thinking if we use the Sylvanas, then we get the Fiola. No, we don't. That's not how that works at all, because that's not going to kill that. Let's see what we get spell-wise. Maybe we get an answer. Ooh, that's useful. Especially, now we get to experiment. So, let's play the Sylvanas, and then let's throw out the Echo of Medivh so we get more of those. And I want to see if they're... Yeah, it still does affect it. Cool, there you go. So it's like a game-wide aura, so now getting more copies of that is giving me that. Alright, so we're going to lose both of these creatures to get rid of Chillmore, but we also do blow up the Hemet in the process. So, you know what? I'm actually okay with that. There we go. That's not really too much of a problem, because we have a several card advantage on him. So, we're good. That's fine. Yep, trade that in. Why not? And these are... I mean, they're 0 cost, but they're really kind of weak at this stage, and now he's out of cards, so... It's just a case of eliminating these Chillmores in the best way possible. Or, alternatively, not. He realizes the situation he's in. Ah, that went pretty well. Man, no. You get 3 Mimiron's heads out for free, and then get a Voltron out of it. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Ooh, well, this is interesting. The question is, are we going to have... this is useless. That's useless. Right now, that's useless. King Mukla... well, I mean, at least it's an early play, but... Ooh! Interesting. I mean, there's not going to be that many spells, but he does have that offensive play, so Trogzor might be cool here. It's a mixed bag. The N'Zoth is going to, I think, be useless, because I don't think we have any Death Rattles. So, that's unfortunate. Do we just go for free Muklas on the offensive play? I think I am more keen on going for cheaper Trogzors, honestly. So, I think we're going to hold on for that. That might be the wrong call. Considering we could Mukla the hell out of him and just beat him with them. I'm kind of glad I didn't play a minion, though, because he just spammed double Tink Master. Well, he transformed his other Tink Master, but... Oh, hello! This is about to get very interesting all of a sudden. We can fill his hand with bananas. Is that useful right now? No, it's counterintuitive. But it would be funny. Alright, so we can't play Bran right now for obvious reasons. The right approach would be to play Mukla. Hold on for that offensive play on the Trogzor, I think. That seems like the best option. You know, it's a strong enough creature, and it limits how many of those offensive plays he can use. Yeah, he's got a banana up. We kind of saw that coming. It also means with the mucklers that, you know, every time he uses a banana, we get the Rockjaw Trogs out, so... The problem is I might die before that becomes a factor, considering the beating he's currently giving me. So we're going to throw down another muckler. I'm tempted to use that offensive play now as a result of this. Just so we can get 2 mucklers out. But then he just throws down 4 bananas before I can play my Trogs, so I don't get a benefit from it. But am I going to die before that happens? Possibly, but then he buffs this stuff up so high that I won't be able to kill it anyway. It's rough. It's rough one way or the other. You would think opening with 2 Tink Masters is terrible, but considering he actually got a Devil Saw out of it, it's not that bad. And they were free. It's going to limit his ability to play stuff later, but it's still like a really aggressive way to go for it. Well, next turn it's offensive play Trogzor, definitely. Is he going to banana up again? Ooh, that was unfortunate. Alright, okay. He may have hoisted himself by his own petard now, so that's good. He'll certainly banana up, and that'll let him overwhelm that. However, then we can get Trogzor on the board, and things start to get even more interesting there. He can trade that into that, unfortunately. Wish I had a way of getting rid of that. I'm still tempted just to fill his hand with bananas, but how is that even helpful right now? It's not. Alright, well, really, that's the only thing we can do right now. I think. We could have played maybe 2 greenskins. I just don't think that's helpful long-term. Maybe I'm thinking a little bit too... Well, this has suddenly got very interesting all of a sudden. Maybe I'm thinking too far ahead. Just like, do I want to discount the greenskins? Well, probably not, because they're not that brilliant anyway. But considering the number of greenskins I've just brought out, maybe that would have been for the best. Okay, well... Muckler and Buffler, I suppose. We don't really have much else we can do with it. But unfortunately, the momentum he gained early on, I think he's got us at this point. Well, that suddenly makes things interesting. That makes him almost unkillable. But at least we can get rid of some of that. Getting a beating, though. I mean, I got some draw out of that, so I guess that's not too terrible. But, yeah, I mean, that's the best play at this point. We've got to get rid of that. I think I'm just dead at this point, but we'll see. You never know. Might as well get rid of his weapon. We get an Azoth, which doesn't matter because we don't have a single Death Rattle minion on the board or in the deck, so never mind. And it's a 5/7 for 10, which is not good value at all. And that Bran, we don't really have any good battle cards. If only I had a weapon. If only I had a weapon with these greenskins and the Bran, that would be incredible. Oh. Well, this is the unkillable Bolfram shield. And he's going to kill us. That puts us on, what, 1? Oh, he's got knife. Okay, GG. Well, that didn't go well. Getting all of those crappy 5-mana legendaries was definitely not great. But considering how many times I'm getting that weapon buff card, I'm solely tempted to play a rogue just so I can actually use it. But what's the chances of getting him again, right? Right? This is going to make things very interesting. This is going to make things very interesting. This is overall completely bizarre. I'm looking forward to trying it out. What a mix. So not only do we have the 15-second time limit if I can start to get the Norse Dormus out, but Morga the Ogre is going to screw up everything. So this is going to be very interesting. I'm intrigued to see the results of it.
My greetings.
An offensive play. What do we want to discount? I mean, the Myexna, really, don't we? We can't play that this turn, though. We can play it next turn. Yeah, I think the discount Myexnas in this game mode are maybe one of the strongest things you can do. Because they're always going to trade well. They completely shut down any big threat on the board. Considering you don't have hard removal, it's... interesting! A Shift of Xeris is a really... oh my! Not a bad little start there for him. Alright, well... we gonna eat him. No doubt about that. offensive play, and my Exner. Alright, so we'll munch down on these little chumps for a while. And then we can follow up with Fiola Lightbane. It's like, hey, it's a surprisingly not awful curve for once. That's rare. Obviously, we're stuck for a few turns outside of that, but the Maxner should chomp down on everything that he plays for the next few turns, and shouldn't be a problem. Such a strong card in this format. In a format without hard removal, this is a bit of a beast. Wow! Alright, now he makes it even more interesting. I like it. Taking a risk, that's good. Get rid of that. That's a nice little move, obviously, because of the Divine Shield. Only Divine Shields is 5/5, which is great for him. That's phenomenal. Not for me, of course, but great for him. So we'll bop that a little bit. There's our Fiola. So now we're going to lose the Maexner, which is unfortunate. He's going to trade like 3 for 1 with that Elite Tauren Chieftain as a result of that. So that's a selfless hero. So good. Ah! And he got Rogues do it. Should have expected that, really. Oh, that's bad news. Iron Murloc should be able to handle that, but he got so much out of that. So much value out of that. Well, I think Iron Murloc is really the best course of action here. At least put some threats on the board. There's no point playing Fiola. He just kills it. Ah, we get 4 rather than 5. Unfortunate, but it is such is the way of it. Well, we're stuck in the same sort of situation at the moment. At least once I hit turn 6, things are going to get very interesting. Do I want to just whack him a couple of times? I mean, yeah, just set him up in a position where he can at least be killed. I mean, they're 1/1 Murloc, so I don't have anything to... Oh, there was a reason not to do that, actually. I could have used those Murlocs as bait for Moga. A bunch of Justicars. That's not ideal. Those are very, very weak, obviously, for their cost. The buff is going to help them, but it doesn't stack. If it did... Wow! My other legendary is Charge. Right. Okay, now things are getting interesting again. I've said that word way too many times, haven't I? It's like, now they're getting interesting again. That implies they weren't interesting in the first place. What the hell am I saying? Am I an idiot? Yes. It turns out the Hogger's not going to really help me either, so... Moga! Right. An entertaining result. Bollocks. An unexpected turn of events. That sucks. And what were the chances of that? Well, we're never going to get to play an old god, are we? Alright, let's try it again. Obviously, playing that Hogger now that he's got Dire Shapeshift is pointless. Come on, let me get my charge out. Let's make things fun. He's not going to let me do that. I think I'm going to be dead before that happens. But you never know. We'll see what Moga does. He dies, apparently. Alright, good to know. Beast. Do we play the Hogger when we know that we can whack him? The Beast is a better option here. Beast and heal, I think. If I had some offensive plays so I could play multiple Hoggers, that would be great. Maybe get an offensive play and start to drop a bunch of these, but... Well, one way or the other, we're going Nozdormu next turn, and this game is going to end quickly. For good or ill. I'm thinking ill right now. Oh, bloody hell, that's strong. Alright. Yeah. Well, at least we trade. Actually, that's a great trade for me. I'm surprised he ran into it like that. Alright! Yes, son of a... Let's go for it. Bring it. We're playing Speed Hearthstone now. Elite Tauren Chieftain, alright. Well, that's going to burn a lot of your time out. Too many animations. Don't play that. Mush, mush. Power of the Horde gets him. Oh, bloody hellfire, why? Alright, am I dead yet? No, not quite. Not quite, we're getting there though. We're on 12 HP. Alright, he stacked it up, certainly. Alright, we're gonna play your charge, right? That's That's the way to go. Get that out of the way. That's 4-5. He doesn't have lethal yet. Yashaj, give me something good, like another Yashaj. Please? Beast is good too. All right. Okay, we're not dead yet. Yet. We're pretty damn close to it. So he's got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe if I can get down like 2 hoggers on an offensive play next turn. Oh, that Mechanier again, though. And the Lepidone. That's going to make things not good. Does he... We're dead, right? I think we're dead. Even if I wipe everything off the board. No, we're not dead yet. No. No, not quite. Yeah, we are because of that. We're dead because of that. Even with Hogger, he's going to break that. If I heal... No, if I heal off it, maybe. Alright, well, first things first, Mechanier's gotta die. Like, 100% gotta die, and we can't use the beast to kill him. For obvious reasons, because that would give him a creature, that would be bad. So we need to get rid of that. We use the beast to kill the first Cairn. And then, what do we do? Hogger? I mean, Hogger will slow things down a little bit. I mean, Hogger's going to deny him the ability to do 2 damage. So, Hogger and heal, I think, is the only way to go, right? That's the only way to go. And plus your charge gets another summon. We might get another Hogger. That will be cool. We do. Yes! Yes! Please! No! Oh, Hogger doesn't trigger because it's already the end of the turn state. Damn! It's usually they trigger in order, but I guess the end of the turn state means that doesn't count. That's unfortunate. But we might be coming back into this. Maybe now with 2 Hoggers up, I might live. It's possible. To the point where he knows that and he's going to kill a Hogger as a result. God, I need to draw another Hogger. Oh, man. If he's got a damaging spell, I could be in serious trouble here. Alright. I don't know. Well, now he's increasing his chances of getting one. Can we clear that board without giving him enough to kill us, is the question. And... Oh, bloody hellfire. Alright, he gets a taunt, which is not ideal for me. Okay, what can we do? So we got an offensive play. We don't have another Hogger. We got this one, so we need to make sure not to break it. We need to clear this board completely, and we need to not give him the means to kill me, which means we need to not give him that. Oh, God. All right, so Rogues Do It will get rid of the 4-1 or the 2-3, one way or the other. Better get rid of the 4-1. That also gives us a draw. So the first thing we do, I think, is that. I'm thinking about risking Power of the Horde for a taunt. We can get a Maexner out. Or we could go offensive play, which wouldn't really help. Well, we've got to get rid of these and not give him that 3 if possible, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, so we've absolutely got rid of that. Got to get rid of that, 100%. Best way to do it, probably with... Yeah, we've got to kill everything. We don't actually have a choice in the matter, I don't think, at this point. Maexner, and probably... What? Wait, what? Damn it! Damn it! No. Oh, crap. I misclicked. I meant to play Maexner. I played the Beast instead. Please don't. No! East. That's still not lethal, though. That's still not lethal. Ah, the unbelievable luck! I can't live through this, though. And now I'm dead. Now I'm absolute toast. With all that stuff on the board, I ain't getting anywhere with this. Oh, I can't believe that. It didn't really matter if I played the Beast on my Exner because he was able to eliminate that. I think he kills us anyway, but... I don't know. I mean, it matters a bit. Like, losing a creature to a squirrel. He has been incredibly lucky with those. Is there anything I can do? That doesn't help. Yeah, we're toast. I'm slightly salty about that one, honestly. That was incredibly lucky. Oh dear. Alright, one more. That is useless. Utterly useless. And that's useless. Jeez. We're not getting good draws at all here. The Lawwalker Cho, also useless, because it's unlikely he's going to have a spell of any description. So, this is pants. This is utter pants. Alright. Interesting. Man, a discounted Chromagus would be interesting, wouldn't it? Although I am tempted if I can just discount the Muckler to 0 to just go with a Muckler overwhelming strategy. Especially if he doesn't get to play anything the first couple of turns, that would be pretty devastating. We'll see. If we get the offensive play card first, I think the 2-0 cost Mucklers are the way to go. Obviously, giving him that many buffing bananas is not ideal, but that puts 10 damage on the board on turn 1. That's fairly dangerous, and there's also the possibility that we draw another one. But we don't have that card right now, so... Oh, hello. Now we bloody well do. Alright, yep, let's go with the double Muckler build here. The most dangerous of builds. Double monkeys. Well, that should be fairly hard to stop. One would think. Well, well. I think we shouldn't have too much of a problem killing... Actually, now we do, because that's actually 4-6, so... Huh. Well, well, alright. Now things are getting intriguing. Do we just go face here? I don't know what great battle cries you could have that would really work with this. I'm tempted to just go face. I think maybe that's the right way to go. We can definitely get rid of that, but then he could bop it with that. And he could buff again. The thing is, he can buff them both, can't he? He could buff that up to the point where he could straight up kill that. What's the right thing to do here? Because there's no good trade available. Oh, bear in mind, we can heal the monkey. The problem is we can't heal the monkey enough for it to matter. I can heal one of the monkeys up enough for it to matter, but we can't heal the other one. But that leaves the other monkey alive, so... Yeah, we can do it that way. But then, I mean, he can buff past that, though. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know if that's the right move in that situation, though. Like, isn't it better just to, like, barrel on his face with all your damage? I guess if you knew that you could follow it up with something, maybe, but I don't know that, because I don't know what half this deck is. These aren't going to help much. Yeah, the problem is he can double buff it past the damage threshold. That's the issue. Yeah, we have the same situation as we had last time. I don't know, though. We can heal the monkey and we can keep it alive, so I think that actually didn't turn out too badly. Let's heal up the monkey to 5, and then we've got a 5-1 on the board. That's alright. I think, all things considered, it went fairly well. I think we're going to hold on to the coin for the time being. I don't really see the point of going coin blood mage here. It's like, what's it going to do for me, really? So we have a lot of late game craziness. This in particular is going to make things highly amusing. Man, if you could draw copies of offensive play, oh, hot stuff. But it is time for Blood Mage Thalnos and the beating to commence. Something, such a weird situation. I think I actually made the right call, bearing in mind what he did, because we ended up ahead. So, it was correct. Cool. Feel happy with myself. Someone will no doubt write a 5-page essay about why that decision making was incorrect, but it worked out. What can I say? I'm a results-based person. There we go. Not too bad. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, if we... I mean, it's gotta be the Nefarians, right? I mean... What else could you ask for? With the spells and everything. Yeah, that seems like the way to go here. Because it means you can play another one next turn. It was either that or the Chromagus. And the problem with that being that if I don't get a second Chromagus, then I don't think it works out quite as well. That said, I had the coin, so I could have coined out another Chromagus even at full price. I don't know. Hard to say. Thinks I can do it next turn. Oh, that Geddon. Alright. That wipes most of my board clean. Draws me some cards, though, so that's not too terrible. Fortunately, it's going to be a good way to whack my Nefarian. The thing is, I do have Execute. The disadvantage is that I can't bloody use it. And that ain't a beast. Oh, Hemet Nessing Worry, you are not going to help at all. Alright, Okay, so we could... I think Bargain Basement Nefarian strategy is the way to go here. We just throw out another offensive play and drop 2 Nefarians on him. And then trade our existing Nefarian in. I like that. Alright, everything must go. Bargain Basement Nefarians coming in. I actually need to throw the coin away as well, because otherwise I'm going to have... Oh, Commanding Shout, cool. I don't have to lose my Nefarian. That's neat. Sweet. Throw away the coin so that we can actually draw another spell off the back of that. And drop another Nefarian. There we go. That's nice. And you know what? I have a Muckler as well. And then bop it. I think you're bloody screwed, mate. Look at that. That's quite the corker. Which accent am I doing again? I've lost the plot at this point. And he agrees. GG. There we go. Turns out 4 Nefarians, well, 3 Nefarians, is a phenomenal answer to most things. That's a fun little mode. I like that a lot. It's called Cloneball. You can play it for the next few days on the Hearthstone client. It is the current Tavern Brawl. My name's been TotalBiscuit. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, by all means, do feel free to click the like button. I did a bit more editing on this one. I've been cutting out some of the downtime, some of the silences, and waiting for other people, because I thought it might make for a better viewing experience. If that is the case, then, well, click the thumbs up and let me know. Yay. Or if you just like Hearthstone videos, what the hell are you doing here? I'll see you next time.